if you guys remember back in like 2020, you know, all that time ago, so long ago, right? Just 4 years, but 4.5 years at this point. But like, it was the panic and the fear was so real that so many people wanted to start growing food and homesteading and doing this, and they got chickens and they started planting gardens, and they all had these big ideas, right? So many big ideas of growing food and living this life and never having to rely on the grocery store, because there was no food on the shelves. The panic and the fear was extraordinarily real in people's minds that they decided to grow food for the first time ever. They're going to learn how to do this. Well, we started our channel, this YouTube channel here, in 2020. Not because we were trying to capitalize off anything or whatnot. We were just kind of thought we'll see how it goes, right? We weren't thinking about the panic and fear erupting and everybody trying to learn how to grow food, because we've been growing food for a while and we've been expanding our abilities and our knowledge of growing food this whole time. But we just thought it'd be kind of cool to share it and see where it took us, basically, and see if it built anything that was profitable for us. And while we enjoyed sharing and teaching as well, because people were trying to figure it out and learn how to do it. I mean, we genuinely want to teach people how to do this on a small scale, in your backyard, on your patio, and have chickens, and because if you haven't noticed, chickens is what we absolutely love here. But like, I don't think it's a great idea to start doing this out of fear, personally. I mean, fear will subside eventually. You know what I mean? Like, eventually you're gonna get over the fear, like people did in 2020. All of a sudden you realize, oh, you know what? Things will get back to normal of some kind, and the stores will still be there, and my life's gonna be busy, and I'm not gonna start doing this. And it wasn't that beneficial anyways, and I ain't got time for it. And that's essentially what's happened. Because here we are in 2024, and for somebody who's in the content creating business, I guess per se, the market has cooled for it. It's cooled off. The views are down. Its interest has chilled out, and it just is what it is, honestly. And I think if you were to look at other, we'll say at the top tier YouTube homesteaders, I think they would say their views are down as well. Their interest has waned as well. I've seen it in their views, just because we do this, right? So most people it's down. Some people are still getting good views. It's not really about that, but the interest in learning how to do this is down, because it costs money and the economy stinks. It costs time, and we only got 24 hours in a day, and we got to sleep some of those times, and we have to work some of those times, and people have kids, have to go do things in those times. So it takes investing time, right? Your fear has subsided, and it's okay. You shouldn't start doing this out of fear, because your time is going to be limited. And now we've seen some people as well who are taking time off, doing a land sabbath or whatever, and that's okay. And they need that rest. Their land needs the rest, but also their bodies need the rest. We kind of face that ourselves. It's just simply that we run out of time, you know. And it's just Angela and I. So you're thinking, well, what kind of time? Yeah, well, things happen, you know, family stuff or whatever, and things suck the energy from you. Maybe things just haven't went your way, which happens, you know. I mean, if you want to go for us, we've had a ton of like things happen in the past 2 years, whether it be from having to replace your fridge, replace the stove, replace the mower, replace the air conditioning unit, replace I don't know what else. We had 2 clogs, different areas of the house had to get done. What else? There's other stuff too. Things happened the past couple of years, so like that winds up wearing you out, you know. And it's okay. You don't do this out of fear, because you're gonna wind up killing yourself with it, and you're gonna wind up running out of time, and you're gonna be upset with yourself, because like right now we don't have near as much stuff done as what we'd like to have. We'll have some lettuce up there. Spinach didn't grow as well. Let's see what else didn't happen. We planted a bunch of peas that something ate the peas, or they didn't germinate. We have some peas right here, and they look great. We kept them protected from the cold weather we had for a couple of nights, but I doubt that we're gonna be able to get anything off of them. Now we might, but if the weather holds out really well, we might. We're gonna keep them covered the best we can. Well, so we'll see. But like, things don't always work out, and then when you are, you're gonna get frustrated. And if you're still in fear of not having food, that you're gonna need this food, then like you're gonna drive yourself nuts. I mean, I guess what I'm trying to tell you is, like, yes, grow food, please. Raise chickens. We're gonna go check on them right now. But there's a time where if fear is your driving point, then you're going to wind up worrying about not having enough food, because you're going to run out of time to do stuff. Unless you're full-time able to do it, go ahead, please. If you can full-time do this, sweet. I've got a job I got to go to. But you're going to wind up running out of food, because you're not going to be able to do it enough. So fear doesn't need to be your driving force, but like enjoyment, food security does. I mean, food independence does. I mean, it helps you to have stuff, right? Like, to know I've got some food in case something happens. But like, people out there selling the fear. Okay, I guess what I should say. It's going to happen. You need to have all this food set up right now, because we're going to be in dire need, and we're going to be in World War III, and you're not going to be able to find food. You're going to have to do this on your own. Calm down, please. Even if World War III started and happened, God is still good, and He's still there, and He still cares for you. He's not going to look at you and say, "Oh, I gave you a chance to grow food and you didn't, so it stinks to be you, I guess. You're out of food." No, it's going to be okay. Even when things don't go your way, even when things happen, you're going to be all right. It's going to be fine. Should you grow food? Yes. Enjoy it. Love it. Learn a skill. Nourish yourself. Raise chickens, please do. They're better eggs, and it's independence in case something possibly does happen. You got a little something, but it's gonna be okay no matter what, right? Don't do this out of fear. Please don't do this out of fear. Hey Tilly, hey Tootie, Miss Layla. Hey there. Girls okay? Yeah. I mean, we thoroughly enjoy getting these eggs. Don't get me wrong. This is wonderful. Good times, you're right. But like, we do it for the health of it. I mean, these eggs are healthier than what you can get in the store, for sure. And we do it for the independence. I mean, the idea that I don't think and trust the food system, or how they're doing the food, But like, if I'm worried about World War III right now, then what I'm doing is not going to make me live. Because if a foreign enemy drops a bomb out here, or drops a nuke, my stuff ain't surviving anyways. I mean, this lettuce here won't survive a nuke. I mean, it's looking great. This is good looking lettuce here. We're gonna get a nice head of lettuce there. And this lettuce has been really good here. We actually ate a salad the other night off of it. It was wonderful. I guess what we're really trying to say is, it's okay if you run out of time. It's okay if things happen. It's okay if you don't get as much planted as you wanted to plant, or if things don't grow as well as you wanted to grow, because that's the situation we're in. So we just simply didn't get enough planted. Right at the start of this, I was putting dirt in that bag because we hadn't got our garlic planted yet, and that's unlike us to not have our garlic planted by now, all of it planted by now. We did a video about planting it and showing you how to plant it, and we planted about half of our garlic, and we haven't planted the rest of it because we run out of time. Things happen. I gotta go get chicken feed, or I gotta go do this, and Angela's editing videos for 2 channels. She's doing her cooking channel. If you haven't seen it, check it out, Angela K's Kitchen. But we're just doing what we can when we can, without sacrificing our sanity. So that's what I encourage you to do. Do what you can when you can. Don't sacrifice your insanity, right? Trust God. It's going to be okay. Don't listen to people who are selling fear. There are people out there selling fear. Please don't listen to them. We're going to sell faith. Okay, I'm going to sell faith and joy and hope and love, and that's what we got to focus on, and maybe some chickens too. So thank you guys so much for watching. Do appreciate it. My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you and goodbye.